Nice to see you again this morning. Made some good progress since your last session. Just want to go over a couple of points that we discussed once again during today's lesson. The first one here, the video on the right hand side, again just highlights your alignment with your body. We did discuss previously that your alignment was a little bit too open or aiming too far to the left. Again, it's looking a lot better, but again, if you look at this, there's the flag that we're aiming at, and just looking at the lines of your feet and the line of your shoulders, again still aiming a little bit too much to that left hand side, which again is causing you a little bit of inconsistency there when you're swinging the club across your body. Occasionally there you might get a little bit stuck inside, push the ball out to the right, or that alignment with your body there can create a position where the club's swinging on an out to in path, creating that fade that you've been experiencing also. So just looking at that, we just need to rotate your body a little bit more round to the right, just to get you a little bit more squared towards your target. So you're looking to aim on that sort of angle there with your feet and your upper body, just so you're a little bit more square around your target. So when you swing the club around your body, it comes much better from an inside angle, giving you a much more consistent delivery of that club or direction of swing path, allowing you to hit the ball straight towards your target. The video here on the left hand side, again just highlighting the movement of your body during that golf swing, and also highlighting the weight transfer on the way to impact. Just popped a circle around your head and a line down the middle of your chest there, just highlighting the swing centre. We did discuss that during your golf swing, you should really stay fairly centred on the way back. You can see there at the top of your backswing now, you've just drifted quite a bit to the right hand side, and you've lifted yourself out of that posture position, so you just rolled ever so slightly outside and upwards outside of that circle, which we've discussed again isn't a problem, providing you reduce yourself in height, get back to that level in the circle, and also transfer that weight across to the left hand side, allowing you to strike that golf ball consistently. As we take you into impact position there, just coming down, you can see you've reduced your height quite well, got yourself back into a nice position or a nice level there with your head, creating that room for you to swing that golf club. As we've just come through impact there, you can see that your head is still to the right of that line, or to the right of the swing centre and to the right of that circle. As a result of that, your upper centre of your chest has only returned back to the line, and your hips haven't transferred far enough. So ideally there, what that's creating is now you're in a position where you're actually behind the golf ball trying to lift it in the air. So this is the reasons why the club's actually bottoming out, or you're hitting the ground first before that golf ball, just a few inches early. Ideally we want your upper part of your chest to be in a position where it's round about there, just a couple inches in front, and obviously as a result of that your hips are going to be a little bit further forwards as well. So that's creating a position there where your head's going to be nicely in the centre of that circle, your upper part of your chest is in front of the line, and your hips are also in front, creating that downward strike into the golf ball and creating that nice angle or steeper angle of attack, so you're actually hitting the golf ball on that downswing. So what we did for that, in your setup position, we got you to favour your weight a little bit more on your left hand side, and your hands a little bit further forward of the golf ball, just trying to make sure that you stayed a little bit more centred during that backswing, so you've got a better body turn without the shifting of weight to that right hand side too much, so you're staying more centred, and then your body's got less movement to make to the left hand side or forwards towards your target on the downswing, allowing you to strike down into that golf ball. Now, we did also discuss about an early release that you've got during the downswing. So the release of the golf club just happens a little bit too soon, again, which can cause the club to come in a little bit shallow, allowing you to catch that ground first before that golf ball. Again, the more important one really is that weight transfer. The release of your golf club we can talk about in a bit more detail a little bit later on once you've got to grips with that weight transfer. But again, they can both compound with an heavy shot because the club does come in a little bit shallower and with a better release of a golf club, or a better timed release of a golf club, you will generate more power and a much more consistent strike of that golf ball. But you keep working on those drills that we're giving you, so you're working on your alignment, getting yourself more squared up, and just working on that weight transfer, again, to create a more consistent strike, or that downward strike on the golf ball. So you keep working on those. If you've got any problems in the meantime, just give me a call, or if you want to nip up to the driving range, I'll be there most days if you want to come and see me. But good luck with it, and I look forward to seeing you again soon.